Welcome to the channel, BabycakesOracle. What up, collective? We're going to get into it and find out who's sending negative energy towards your child or children. I know this is a triggering topic, but it's so real. So we're going to tap into it and find out so that we can be aware and continue to pray over our children and watch who we have around our children as well. But let's tap in. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for letting me be a clear vessel for channeling for the collective here. Let's get into it. All right, who's sending negative energy towards your child or your children here? All right, so off the top, I'm picking up on an ex already. For many of you, this could be someone you used to deal with, a baby mama, baby daddy, or someone you didn't even have kids with, but once you moved on and started your own family, they got bitter. This is the type of person who might act annoyed or irritated when your children are around. Even if your child is kind, respectful, or simply being a kid, they can't stand them. Some of y'all already sense it. They could care less. They're either rolling their eyes, ignoring your child, or making passive-aggressive comments when they think they're not listening. And it's deeper than that, too. This energy might also be coming from ex-friends, or people you cut off, people you no longer keep around. And some of them are not just bitter, they're dangerous. The Holy Spirit is saying, watch their behavior. Some of these individuals are manipulative, hateful, and spiritually dark. They may be doing energy work against your family, prayers against your peace, evil eye, or even spell work. For some of you, this gets serious. Spirit warns to protect your child's innocence. This might not be just emotional or verbal. It could be energetic or physical. So trigger warning, all right? Someone around them could have a history of trauma themselves, like molestation or abuse. And instead of healing, they carry a dark energy that seeks to corrupt others, even children. So watch anyone who tries to be overly friendly, touchy, or attempts to influence your child in negative ways, them toward risky situations or people. All right, they may not like that your child is pure, smart, joyful, or deeply gifted. They may be trying to dim their light, burden them, or rob them of their childhood. Some of these individuals may be jealous because their own children are struggling, or because you're raising yours well, especially if you're doing it solo. You might even be with someone now who treats your children better than the biological parent ever did, and that eats them up inside. This could also be someone who ghosted your child, someone who didn't show up for birthdays, school stuff, or even the basics, but now they're bitter watching you thrive and your child grow without them. Be extremely cautious if someone ever tries to discipline your child physically. Spirit says someone out there would love to whoop your child's ass under the guise of discipline. But deep down, it's about control, anger, and resentment. They don't like your child, and if given the opportunity, they'd take it too far. This person made a relationship with someone they can't stand. They settled, basically. And seeing you raise your kids with real love or in a healthy home, it triggers them. So protect your peace, protect your child's energy. Your children are chosen, covered, and watched over. But Spirit says, don't ignore the red flags. Trust your intuition, okay? But let's get some signs and characteristics of who this person may be. All these signs may not resonate. It is a general reading, so take what does. But this could be an earth sign energy, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or they may have one of these signs in their sun, moon, or rising. I'm also picking up on a Leo energy and water sign energy too, which is a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. All right, this person may be very egotistical, someone who constantly feels the need to prove themselves. I'm also getting jealousy, like they could be envious of your child's gifts, talents, or bright potential, or even how much your child is loved or cherished. or celebrate it. They might even be envious of your beauty and creativity or your feminine power, especially if you radiate Empress energy, which is fertile, confident, attractive, and divinely creative. But their first name could start with the letters E, W, or M, or they can live out west. For some of you, this person may actually be a mother, your own, or someone else's, or someone who is struggling with fertility or childbearing. Like they may have frozen their eggs, couldn't have children, or settled with someone who didn't want kids. I also sense like this could be someone online, possibly someone with a platform, or someone who watches you but never engages directly, like a silent watcher for sure. A neighbor could also be involved, someone who's always around, maybe staring out their window, always keeping an eye on you and your family. This person may be sickly, fragile, or weak-willed. You know, they could also be in their masculine energy, even if they're a woman. So just very much so a masculina, possibly a transgender too, or struggling with identity. They could carry a lot of internal frustration and bitterness. They could be emotionally unstable, often having meltdowns or outbursts. They could be projecting their own pain onto your children as well. They might own a weapon or have a vehicle that stands out. I'm picking up on a motorcycle, possibly black, blue, or orange, a wagon, or a car with oversized wheels. They could also drive a white vehicle or have white hair, white nails, like polish your nails white, or wear a lot of white. Okay, they could even have like yellow nails too, like sickly yellow nails, or I don't know what, just something about their nail bed, weak nails or something. Physically though, I'm picking up on they might have like a very distinct walk, or like a funny walk, or I'm even picking up like pimp walk, like a pimp walk too. They could have large or expressive eyes. Their eyes could also be like very yellow, or just look very sick. They could have a wide build, like, or just a boxed shape, not really like a shape, you know, but for some, this could be someone with wide hips or wide feet, and a noticeable presence in like a building entrance or outdoor common area. So maybe you happen to see this person like in the building, like whatever building entrance here at work or something like that where you live, some sort, or outdoor like common areas, or they could like work in that area or something. So if they're like an assistant or a hostess or guard or something. But yeah, this person may be financially struggling, possibly even facing eviction. They're projecting envy, insecurity, and deep emotional wounding, especially if they feel overshadowed by the love, attention, or potential of your child, or overshadowed by the love, attention, or potential your child carries. The Holy Spirit is saying that their energy is very loud and their jealousy runs deep. Protect your children's aura, trust what you feel, and don't second guess your intuition, okay? But I hope that brought you some clarity, collective. And I just looked up at the clock and it says 2:20, 2:2. Could be significant, but that's your message, you guys. Remember to stay woke, be aware of your surroundings and aware of those who are around you. Trust your intuition, pick up on the red flags, all right? If your child is not liking a particular person, or your children don't want to go to a certain place, don't take them there. They're trying to tell you something. So listen to those signs. Listen to children, you know, are the pure souls, okay? Unless they've been possessed. That's what I'm also hearing too. But other than that, be aware if your children aren't liking somebody, or your baby isn't liking anybody, then keep them away from that person. Don't let them don't let nobody babysit them, or don't go out of sight when it comes to be around, okay? All right, you guys stay prayed up as always. Pray over your family. 2:22 on the clock. Make sure you stay in spiritual alignment too. All right. Mwah.